G'day guys, it's Steve here from the Gray Nicolls Cricket Centre, and today we're giving you a quick rundown on what is possibly the most hyped bat at the moment. It's the David Warner Players Edition. Now this one's been receiving a fair bit of attention because of the size of David Warner's bats he's been using in international cricket. Gray Nicolls have gotten better with how they shape the willow, which has allowed them to make even bigger bats. And so what they've made is a replica of what David uses in the test matches, and his one day is in his 2020s, and they've made it available to us here at the Gray Nicolls Cricket Centre. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on what makes it special. First up is the handle. It's interesting because it's a bit cut down, so it's a standard men's handle, but it's been trimmed a little bit at the top, as you can see here. So the top of the knob has been taken off. Now that's to do with balance, and just to make it a bit more comfortable, makes the handle a bit shorter. But the other main change in this one is this handle doesn't have any binding on it. Traditionally, a cricket handle is wrapped in a string binding. This one isn't. It still has a binding as such, but it's actually tape, which makes the handle a bit thinner. So all in all, the handle feel is a bit smaller and a bit lighter, and it's a bit easier to get your hands around. And the reason you need that is because the blade is simply huge. So this one I've got here, I've measured it out to 55 millimetres at its biggest part. Now that's pretty extraordinary. A couple of years ago, a 41 millimetre bat was classified as huge, and now you can see they're coming out to 55. Most are going to be around the 55 to 50 mark, but this one's about 55. We've seen anywhere in between that, depending on the willow, because these are handmade in Melbourne by the top bat makers at Gray Nicolls. So each one comes out a little bit differently, and that's because of how they're made and the wood they're made from. Moving down, so even though it's got a massive edge, as you can see, it's also got a huge spine. So that spine follows the edge all the way along the bat, means gives you a real big high hitting spot. As you can see, it peaks around there, it peaks along with the edge, and that just allows, first of all, the huge edge gives you a super wide sweet spot, so all across the blade, plus the huge peak gives you a super powerful middle. Those two things combined make this one of the most powerful bats available at the Cricket Centre, and very possibly the most powerful bat. Now the thing about this bat, big edges and a big swell like that mean weight. So these bats are heavier than your average player's grade willow. This one's 214.5, which is not light at all. So if you're using it, you need to be strong. The other important thing on this bat is the toe. So as you can see, this is something we've seen on Kaboom bats for a while. It's that slightly squared toe. So that gives you a lot of low down power, which you'll need because, as you can see, compared to the rest of the bat, the toe is actually quite skinny. So it's not designed for slow pitches. You're not going to be whipping them off the deck. You're going to need to be playing your shots out of the middle up here to see the full power, but it's just so big you can hit it just about anywhere. The other cool thing about this bat in particular is the etched David Warner signature there. So it's got laser engraving both there and with the Players Edition up the top. I'll just give it a quick tap to show you guys how it sounds. As you can hear, it's an absolute cannon, and that's what we expect from a bat, one, this expensive, and two, this huge. The other cool thing about this bat is its slight bill shape at the bottom. So as you can see, they've taken a little bit of weight out of the toe down the bottom here. Once again, helps with pickup because at £2.14 it needs to be as light as possible, and that's why it's got that high middle as well, because that gets you more weight up near your hands and it's easier to hit the ball. Now, that's about it, guys. Unfortunately, these bats are all sold out. We are going to see more next year, so if you are interested, let us know at the Cricket Centre and we'll get one ordered for you. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe. For any more information on the product you've just seen, click the link below.